I even have a video up that legit has the dribbling that was supposed to be in the game. He ended up changing it to some fake ass locked copy at one point, and then making it dribbling based with sliding using left click, right click, your E trap, and sliding to dribble. And not only just that, he's changed so much. Movement speed, the game is just slow as hell now. Compared to old Metalock, it was so much faster. Even the oldest variant of Metalock, I feel like was faster than this current Metalock right now, which is very, very, very bad in my opinion. Because that just shows that we haven't been progressing at all. Like, the game just took a big ass nosedive, and I don't think it's gonna come back up from this. I'm not gonna lie. That's my personal opinion. Anything can happen though. It is obviously a a Blue Lock type game and a Roblox game, for fuck's sake. Anything can happen. This game can come back and become legendary, a crazy comeback even. But with the current way that the game's going, like the current direction right now, it's not looking very likely, to be honest with you. I mean, I've set up some clips. Obviously, that's gonna be the background footage that'll be having the progression of Metalock. So how it started from like how old, like the oldest clips I have. I started back in like, I want to say August, maybe August or September of 2024, which was a very, very old Metalock. Yeah, I started around that time, and I don't think I have clips from then. I think I do have a video from October up that was about how to beat Julian Loki, but that's not the point of this video. The point is to tell and show what happened to the game. What direction did we go? Why did Kaido go wrong? Where was his mind at during these changes, these updates? Now, people could, shrug it off to be like, oh, he wanted to get a new player count. Oh, he wants to bring in new players, new revenue, more revenue. But in my personal opinion, Metalock was never fully dead. Metalock was always a game that averaged around maybe 1 to 3k players concurrently, and then it dipped terribly, like really bad. I want to say it's like maybe 100 or like 30 players, like 300 players. I don't know, something that's just below of what it should have been ever. But that was after all these changes are made, like dribbling revamps. Now, the dribbling revamps are pretty much what Metalock was mainly about, was the dribbling. Metalock was more of a sandbox-like game. There was no stamina. The dribbling was fun, and the weapons were easy to get and fun to use. But then it became something it shouldn't have been. A game that didn't really become about, having fun. Became more or less of egoing your ass off, keeping the ball for yourself and kicking it around, keeping it and scoring a goal, or just losing it and getting everyone pissed off. Now you could be like, oh, well, it's Blue Lock. Oh, well, no, that's not really the thing. Everyone used to pass, but dribbling became so easy that it made everyone feel like they were invincible, and they would just sit here and air dribble all the time, which isn't good at all, because only, how do I explain this? Only high tier players, people at the top, people that were actually knowledgeable, common sense, had skill, effort, dedication, talent, that was able to do these things, these crazy things, these absolute monstrous feats, beating a team, dribbling through all the defense, offensively being like some of the best, even defensively being crazy at just stopping the offense and destroying the whole line, getting their foot forward up and scoring a goal. Even goalkeeping, midfielding, all that meant something. But then at one point it didn't matter, like, at all. If you played any position, you could play every position. Legit, like, if you were barely above average, you could be considered, I guess, top 5. Like, I don't know, it just became really, really bad. And this was the Metalock around, I want to say, maybe January of 2025? Christmas update, maybe? Whatever update Uh, whatever. I forgot. Whatever update just introduced like true infinite air dribbling, where it's damn near unstealable. Whatever update introduced M2 stealing. That's what I mean. Whenever M2 stealing was introduced, that's when it all went bad. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know why, but Kaido, he's had this like, I don't know if it's personal or like what, but it's a weird, substantial, like I feel like it's a beef with Locked for some reason, despite the game's only, similarity is it being blue Lock. Everything else is completely fucking different. I mean, Locked legit has heights, traits, then a weapon, and like flow buffs. That's really about it. Metalock on the other hand has talents, clans, weapons, very decently similar things, I guess, but that's 99% of all Blue Lock games. These games all have something like that in definite common, whether it's, having the 3 to 7 main characters that they want to have, and maybe having the talents or a family that they're to that gives them certain buffs. But that's just always been, I want to say, any anime game in general. Any anime game in general has, a factor that gives them buffs if you spin, and that's what obviously the Blue Lock games have. Metalock included, Locked included, what else? I guess Striker Odyssey. But back to the main topic. Metalock has gone into a depressing direction. The dribbling has downgraded heavily. The player count has drastically went down to where it's like more catering towards like a younger audience, I guess I want to say. I don't know though. That's just my personal opinion. This is what I think. Okay, so don't take this 100%. But majority of this I feel like is true, and I feel like some people would definitely agree with me. But like I said, that's just me personally. Now, another thing is that how do I say this? The game's changed so much to the point where players can't keep up, like at all. And like not like in a good way either. Like not in a good way. Like, oh, it's always like things are being added. The meta's changing. No, the meta stayed the same pretty much. It just isn't the same. I don't really know how to explain it, honestly. The game has just changed so much that it's just beyond comprehension of what the hell went wrong with Metalock. What is wrong? I feel like Kaido had a perfect sweet spot, and I want to say, what was it? Oh, I don't think I did start in 2024, actually. I think I started in 2023. Had a perfect sweet spot, and 2024 of, I want to say April, May, maybe April, May-ish. April, May, around April, May, or June. That was the era where Metalock was just pretty much perfectly beautiful. The balance was great. The weapons are strong. Weapons did what they were supposed to. There was no infinite air dribbling, and if it was just gonna get packed out 24/7. There was no such thing as having the ball all to yourself, because you would majority of the time lose the ball. Even if you were a high class dribbler, sometimes, majority of the time, you'd get stopped by a weapon that's for defense, that does its job correctly, that doesn't get hitbox beaten or whatever, that isn't out cheesed by simply air dribbling and whatnot. Now, this may just sound like a rant of me hating on air dribbling, which I hate it a lot. Kaido changed that obviously now, but to a dribbling that's much, much worse. I honestly would rather go back than have this dribbling. I mean, this is god awful. What the hell is this? You can't even call this old Metalock dribbling, because it's not even. It's really, really bad now, and it's not even close to the same game. This is just my personal rant on it. Everyone has their own opinions. Everyone has their own different POVs. People started at different times, different dates. They have different thoughts on the game, whatever. This is how I just personally feel about it. Metalock has changed a lot more than it needed to, and I just wanted to get this out.